Day Night Football right here on Front Runner. Today, I'm standing in for Kamza. Kamza is nursing a cough at home. You won't be seeing me. Don't worry. You don't have to see me. Okay, I'm joined by Velile, award-winning sports journalist. Joined by Calvin Sosibo, former Kaizer Chiefs. We're also joined by Greg Itafia.
Welcome back, boy. Welcome back.
And the best. Okay, cool. It was a jam-packed weekend of football. We saw Kaizer Chiefs teach Simba a huge lesson in humility. Ooh. Okay, Sundowns were humbled in Cairo. There was so much that was being said in press conferences, pre-match. Pitso says he kept quiet, and they did the business on the pitch. Okay, cool. And then Pirates drew at home to Raja, and then there's some drama in the NFD. But we'll touch on that much later on. Let's start with you, Veli. The entitlement of North African teams when it comes to reporting referees to CAF.
Yeah, I think for me the issue is not just the issue of reporting, but it's just the entitlement. And sometimes people confuse these things to say, is there a matter of inferiority complex that other clubs, especially and sometimes coming from outside North Africa, don't take up these things? It's more than that. You must understand how the CAF office is. You still have majority of the guys in North Africa running those critical offices, especially when it comes to competition, and especially when it comes to the CAF Champions League, the CAF Confed. Sometimes you would complain, and then your email will just go there, or letter will just go there, and it will not receive the attention. You know, if I can tell you, where you see if this issue of the TV rights at CAF was impacting the whole continent and not just mostly the Anglophone countries in the sub-Saharan Africa region, you would see change tomorrow. But this is why CAF will not mind to just even go with start times, for instance, in trying, because they don't care how many people are watching, you know, but you know, it's in this side of the continent, you know. So I think for me, one of the critical challenges of this new regime of CAF is to have a CAF office that is not African biased. You know, that is fair to the rest of the continent. And especially the sub-Saharan African region, which is where I mean, you know what I mean? Majority of the Africans come from
sub-Sahara.
Exactly.
No, it's true.
You know, so it doesn't make sense. And you can see the entitlement. We go to AFCONs, we go to big tournaments, we have to stomach this thing. It's too much. This thing, it really needs, we need to nip it in the bud.
They complain, like, even was it final? Was it Raja versus Esperance in the final? Where the final didn't finish.
Wydad.
Was it Wydad?
I mean, 2 years later, the champions for the following season of the Champions League were decided. But there was still a case sitting at the Court of Arbitration for Sport.
While we're playing a final.
You know what I mean?
Like, okay, what are they hoping to achieve here, do you think, so?
I don't know. Maybe it's just mind games and then just dragging things. As Vaile just mentioned, it is that due to the fact that a little bit of fairness needs to take its ground at this point and put things at level. and don't let things rest for long because it disrupts the momentum of the game and then it spoils the sport.
Yeah.
For me, it's simple what they're trying to do here.
Yeah.
But let me hear from Greg.
No. Thank you very much, Mr. Vinley. Kevin,
Yes, sir.
I saw you guys playing forward at the back without the left center back. No, so I have to come. We need to play 3 at the back today.
You're back.
Back.
This left-footed center back. Comes with vast experience.
Yeah, no, top.
So I don't mind. You can even going to the line.
Yes.
And also given a chance, I can even play as an inverted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's nice to be back.
Welcome back, Greg.
Yeah, I miss you guys.
Yeah.
Boss, thanks, man. But Alali, it's not now on the started scene, in terms of the North Africans. Raja, in the group stage, they complain about the Cameroonian ref, just silly things, small things. Alali one was the one of the yellow card of the 20 minutes. The one they give the center back, and for time wasting, Pitso is complaining, and they wrote to CAF that some unnecessary things that happen in a game every time. I just think, as you put it, they're not entitled to be doing this thing always. In every time they complain about things. The Champions League is not meant for them alone. Other countries are participating.
Correct.
But you find it Sundowns against Alali, they complain against the Senegalese ref. You find Raja here, they don't even want the game to be played. They complain for everything, and it's just unfair. And I just feel like if something is not done quicker, I think he's going to be carrying on for a long time. But as far as other countries now start winning the Champions League, I think with the new regime now, this is one thing they need to emphasize and stop. As you
Mm-hmm.
earlier say, if other countries are watching this game, they don't have the right to be alone, watching the game and complaining about things things that happen in the games, So I just feel like, they're not entitled to win the Champions League every time. It's not not their league. It's not their league alone.
They've won it for so long. They feel entitled.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
it's just my point. I just wanted to add. Now, when the fields are being leveled, when teams now start feeling challenged, they're always going to try and come up with some tricks to create animosity and saying, "Hey, things are not fair." This and that. They're going to point out to everything. It's just the same like when you see with your Sundowns. Sundowns has been in a healthy run in terms of their organizational, their structure, everything. So now when teams are starting to challenge the bigger boys, it always becomes a problem.
Yeah, for me, another thing that I really wanted to look at this. For instance, look at Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs is going to Benjamin Mkapa Stadium this weekend in Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
And there, it's in East Africa. The referee there is coming from Burundi, who are neighbors to Tanzania.
Yeah.
If Kaizer Chiefs were crybabies, they would be mourning.
Yeah.
It's true.
From the appointment, why appoint? I mean, Chiefs, I remember in their game against Horoya at FNB.
Yeah.
They were denied 2 legitimate goals.
Yeah.
Maybe the second goal, the other one was not definite.
Yeah.
But there's this other one that was a clean goal.
Yeah.
If you remember.
Yeah.
And the match officials were coming from next door in Botswana.
Yeah.
But Chiefs never made,
Complaint. Never make
and I don't know how many times we've seen our teams being victims of dubious match officiating.
Yeah.
But I think here what they're trying to do is to put pressure going to the second leg.
Yeah.
And instill fear on the match officials who are going to handle those matches.
Already. Before it even starts.
And
Exactly.
They're already calling for VAR to, for the second leg, even for the first leg now. Now they're saying that, the second leg, the Alali, I'm going back to the Alali against Sundowns game now. They are even saying that, no, they need the game to be live, VAR must be there. This because of one game, because Alali is playing against Sundowns. They feel like, coming to play in South Africa, they need might just, everyone should watch the game and see what's going to happen. But I mean, Sundowns can still turn the game. It's just 2-0, and anything can happen in football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be very
Let's
tough
stay.
to
Let's
tend that.
let's stay with Sundowns since you mentioned Sundowns.
Yeah.
So the coach.
Yes, sir.
What happened?
With Sundowns.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of good pointers from Sundowns. I think they started well, good energy. The application was well.
Don't worry.
They tried to open up Al Ahly in the middle. Even though Al Ahly was compact, they made sure that they deny spaces. They deny spaces to Sundowns, and how they managed their game. Going to Al Ahly, I think Al Ahly, what they did best was they made sure that their ball orientation was good, and they tried to utilize the space that kept on being vacated by Morena, which is they saw that Morena is good on the offensive play, but in defense is not good on his 1v1. So what then they managed to do is, when Sundowns offered a counter press, they made sure that they bypassed that by using the vacated space by our fullbacks, even though Morena could offer more in terms of going forward, but in defensively was lacking. And then another thing with Al Ahly, what they did is they came with a very robust game. They intimidated the Sundowns players, which is they forced them out from their comfort zone. They also played again their normal football, and their shape. They made sure that they stay compact and deny spaces for Sundowns to explore. And always, whenever there's a turnover, they try to quickly press Sundowns so that they cannot use their counter-attack because of their speedy play, where they have your Shaulile, Sereno, and Motupa. So they minus those players very effectively in not causing much of a threat. So I feel that Sundowns, for them to have solution in how to approach this game. Yes, Al Ahly knew that they were playing at home. They tried to be consecutive. They soaked the pressure. They tried to compact the middle. With Pitso, as the system that they started with, it was 1-4-1-4-1. So in a sense, you see that with Sundowns, they had 1-4-2-3-1. So
formation-wise.
If you can see already there, the middle, it was a little bit thin. Even though Sundowns didn't have that much number. That's why you saw Rivaldo Kotsia being sucked in too much into the defensive area, but they neglected the pockets on the side. So this is when Al Ahly got the ball and then they tried to play it on those pockets that were vacated.
I'll come to you, Veli. How did you see it? I'm coming to you, Greg. Davecha, how was that for you?
Yeah, listening to Coach Pitso in the post-match. I found it to be very interesting comments. Sometimes Coach Pitso, you have to listen attentively because he can do you this way because
there's a reason.
Yes, but when his team has won, he will always, come out and there's a point that he makes, and I see people who have been watching Al Ahly also here locally have been complaining about what do they call it? They say it's mad football. But football at that level is all about the finer margins. Because,
detail.
Yes, finer details. Because going to the game, those teams have overanalyzed
each other.
And you could see and watch in what minute Sundowns is unfortunate. They hit the hit the woodwork and the inside, because when it's inside it means it was just almost a goal. I think that was Mutupa's header, right? Straight from that, Al Ahly scores.
That was the 20 minutes of the game.
Yes. Al Ahly scores. And how do they score? Morena, he lets an opponent to take the ball to a stronger foot. At that level, cut inside, So, and now it reminds you, in this type of matches, Pitso Musimane, when he was still at Sundowns, he would, in this type of matches, especially on the road, he would play the late Anele.
experience. Yeah.
and also defense first.
Yeah.
Have a fullback rather than a wing back.
Yeah, natural.
Yes. So I think that's how I said. And then in the second half, maybe in terms of Sundowns being open and having chances, it was not the same because early now they're on the lead, they closed the game.
Yeah.
And unfortunate at the end.
Yeah.
But a big team will always take advantage of those.
Yeah.
In fact, a big team forces you to make those type of mistakes.
Yeah.
If you look at how out of place were the center backs, you all look at Morena's positioning in that moment as well. You expect better in terms of communication. I'll leave this to Greg. It's his department.
Yeah. Hey, Onyango.
Yeah. So for me, a coach Pitso says, yes, play good football.
Yeah.
But also results.
Yeah, counts.
Also results.
And
yes, I think coming to this, I think they're arriving today.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow.
Okay.
And they will be based somewhere in Pretoria, obviously.
Alali.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I saw them right now. They're flying now.
They're flying now.
Yeah.
Yes. So and they will be training some good facilities there in Pretoria that I know.
Yeah.
And that I cannot mention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, I know there's a 3 p.m. factor.
Yeah.
That with North Africans teams.
It's winter, David.
But
the heat.
Yeah, but it's not going to count much.
Yeah.
It's not going to count much. And also there's a Pitso Mosman effect. There are a lot of things that he knows.
Factor in.
About here. And so for me, yeah, Sundowns, I'm not saying they're not going to win.
Yeah.
But I foresee a strong possibility of Alice getting an away goal.
Yeah.
Before we take a call, Greg, what are your thoughts?
For me, it was a massive game. Everyone was looking forward to that game, South African time, 9 p.m. First of all, congratulations to Alali and Pitso, most especially because playing against Alali is you're not playing against them alone. You're playing against Pitso too. Most of the Sundowns players, he's the one that signed them. But the funny part about this game and what I pick up is, Sundowns go with two left-footer playing center backs.
Yeah.
And you have Modiba, which is a left. So
the 3 left-footed players.
Now you have. So if you check the goal, if you analyze the goal very well, the first goal. The first goal. Sundowns, if they took their chances, they could have been 2 goals up. With Motipa, with the set piece. For me, credit must be given to Sundowns. Not only Sundowns, the whole South African team. I think their set piece. Before we used to say that North Africa, they're good on set piece.
Yeah.
But if you check now, in South Africa, I think the set piece now is one of our strong points.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the other game against Chiefs, but this game, the one Motipa hit the bar, the woodward with, it was a set piece. The other one again, the keeper. Okay. I feel like the keeper of Alali make more save, about 6 good save. That kept them in the game. So, but going back to the first goal with the counter attack, if you check where Morena is, as a right wing back.
Yeah.
Okay, he didn't have that experience to guide the player to the line. Yeah. So you let him to cut in. At the same time, again, you have Nasamento and Lebusa, 2 left-footed center back.
Yeah.
So it's difficult because you have a striker who is occupying them. He make them busy. So he dragged them towards Onyango. So to have space. So he dragged them towards the side. But if you have a right center back, you could have go closer to Morena to help Morena. When the guy is cutting in, he could have made that tackle. So because you have a left center back, now with Nasmanto, he's going the other way. So he gave the player of Alali a chance to cut in. And what a brilliant, that was a good goal.
Yeah.
But now you still have a 2 center back who are left-footed player. You have Lebusa who is here. He can only tackle with his left.
Yeah. So their movement.
it was this way and straight
Yeah.
in. So it's strange for me to see Sundowns big team having two centre back, left-footed. It can work in the PSL, but in the Champions League, I'm playing against Pitso.
Yeah. They take advantage of
Pitso
that.
know that, okay.
See, like Veli said, small margins, finer details.
We spoke about it when we were watching the game.
Yeah.
So it was, I was amazed about that situation, but they're good players, but you need to pay them. That's why the late, what's his name?
Madisha
come in, because he played one of, he had to play one of the centre backs.
So Deruk would have been better.
So
you need that
balance.
Balance. Left full back, left centre back.
Because
right full back, right centre back.
Yeah, because what happened is when you are playing on those positions, you have it's good for Sundowns. They have that balance. I don't know what went into their heads not to play that balance, because you got Nascimento who's left-footed, who's going to be covering Modiba's side. So that's a pair. So when you have the Rook who be covering Morena on the right,
and it becomes more natural.
It becomes more natural even in the defense. But I still feel that yes, Morena was given a task to put Alaje at the back foot by trying to attack a little bit more.
Push.
But now the covering of the spaces was not enough, because even when you see when Morena went up, because Morena is good on offering the attack, but now he's not good on the 1v1 in defense. So what then happened is when they cut in, I felt that there was very little to none a press going to the player, to the ball carrier. If there was enough press on the ball carrier, it was going to be a little bit difficult. Maybe could have used another options to play behind Modiba. But he still had a chance, and defense didn't actually close him down. That's why he managed to actually take a shot.
Okay, cool. We have a caller on the line. Who's joining us?
Jimmy Mutokoza.
Hi, how are you, sir? Unjan?
Jimaru.
Go now, Ronald guy.
No matter ring Jim.
Nano go bula ka kimi ya Perez le Rajar, please.
Arso fitli mo. Arso fitli. Har fitli re tlo phone.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Jimar. All right, Veli, do you think Sundowns missed the experience of Shompo?
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. Especially in a type of a game like that.
Yeah.
But also, to be fair, the technical team has not been using him.
Yes.
So, as much as maybe they missed him.
Yeah.
And I think they did miss him. But also, you have to look in terms of their selection.
Yeah.
He has not been part, especially in those critical matches. I think.
I don't think he even traveled this time.
Yeah. The only match that he got to play in the Champions League was, I think, the game against CRB.
Yeah.
Which was more of a Sundowns.
Yeah, it was a dead rubber.
You know?
Yeah.
So as much as we can talk about Shompo's experience, especially in terms of managing the game at that level.
Yeah.
But it's not entirely a surprise, because I think by now it's clear that
he's not in the plans.
I don't want to say not in the plans.
It's in the plans.
But it's clear that he is not. He is being managed. Yeah, he's being managed in terms of game time.
Yeah.
And they are refreshing the team.
Yeah.
Rebranding the team.
Yes.
And coaches, Pitso Mosimane,
they do that.
Could have done that still with Shompo in the team.
Yeah, that's my thought also.
But this is
so the approach is different.
This is where you know when they say a new broom sweeps clean.
Yeah, this is a vacuum, man.
Yeah,
you don't sweep everything out.
Fidel, we can all be here.
Yeah.
But the moment you move out, and I'm left with Greg and Saucy, we will do things our own way.
Yes, indeed.
You know,
indeed.
Even though the template that we're operating on
is the same.
Same
software.
The template that has been laid down by you. You know?
Yeah.
But now people will say, we'll feel this differently. Hence, Coach Pitso goes to a post-match presser and says, this is my team. I know they play good football.
Yeah.
But when I was there, I was not playing like that in games.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
Because it was results first.
Yeah. All right. Don't go. Wait, there's a caller on the line. Who's joining us?
Hi, good evening. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Good
I'm all right. It's a piece of comedy here.
Hi, Fiso Kumente. Welcome. How would you like to
Yeah.
contribute?
No, I want to touch base on the Kaizer Chiefs match.
My friend, Ibambe.
He's right. We
He's
were
right.
discussing Sundowns.
Sundowns. All right, nice. We are flexible. Go on.
Okay, yeah, no. First of all, I just want to say congratulations to Amakosi. I guess I can say after that 4-0 win, Amakosi Jabulile. But honestly, as a Kaizer Chiefs fan, my friend Velile, for me, I'm still not convinced. And I think I'm going to go back to the saying where they say one swallow does not make a summer.
Yeah.
For me, yes, we won. And it's good. And I'm happy as a Kaizer Chiefs fan. Maybe the match did assist in terms of changing the mindset of the coach as well as the players. So, but at the end of the day, I mean, with this attitude of we're going to win only when we play against the so-called big teams, I mean, with notable wins like against Pirates, Sundowns, Wydad, I don't really see us where this is taking us in terms of the league. I mean, if you look at our league position in this CAF quarterfinal stage, we are the lowest ranked team in terms of the league position, number 10. And the rest of the team are either on position 1 or 2, with the lowest being the MC Alga, who's in position 7. So, I mean, I'm comparing now the kind of attitude and the team that we play with in CAF as well as the team that we play in the DSTV Premiership. I understand it's different league, it's different teams we're playing against, but you can already see the attitude, man. It's so different. And for me, I ask myself, between the coach and the players, what is really going on? Because this is painful, Velile. This is painful to watch each and every week. They win one game, they give you hope, and then the next game they play Black Leopards, and then they either lose or draw. And then you ask yourself, are we moving forward or are we moving backward, or are we not going anywhere? So all I want to say is I want to give credit to Gavin Hunt and the players for this win. But honestly, it's been a painful season for me to a point where you end up feeling not even watching the team because you're almost like guaranteed you're going to be in pain at the end of the game because of the way they've been playing. So for me, I know what I've been saying this. Gavin Hunt will still have to prove himself. Maybe in this cup competition in the CAF, if he can win it, maybe I will say give him a chance. But if he doesn't, honestly,
he must go.
I think I've seen enough for this season, and I don't think he's the right guy for our team. I don't say he's a bad coach, but it's not a match made in heaven in this time around with him and Amakosi.
Yeah, no,
for me, if we can just see how far he can go in the CAF, but it's disappointing what's happening in the league, honestly.
True. No, some marriages don't work.
No, for sure. I mean, honestly, I'm a Kaizer Chiefs fan, but I wouldn't have given them a chance against Simba. I mean, I had looked at Simba, has only lost, I think, one match in 18 matches, and that match they lost against Ali. So they've been very solid throughout the season, this whole year.
True.
And looking at Chiefs, obviously, I mean, we played at home 22 matches this year in all cup competitions, and we only won 5. 10 draws and 7 losses. I mean, I wouldn't have thought they would even come close to even getting a draw in this. This match.
By the way, Chiefs is
them and you can never write any team off. But for me, I'm still not convinced.
My man.
By the way, Chiefs is yet to concede in the Champions League at home.
At home. Surely there's a silver lining in this cloud.
Yeah. I think for me, and I think this is a valid point, you know. This is the valid point about and I think it talks to the question that we've been dominantly asking the coach this past weekend. From the match day -1 preview presser to the post-match presser on the difference. Why is the club doing well at the Continental Cup and not doing well at home? And it's an interesting point, and I would like the technical people to dissect that point, because I think you've listened to him, how he explains it, you know, and I think
Yeah.
as a football person, not a technical person.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for someone who
Horses.
is not Kevin Hunt.
Yeah. Horses for courses.
Yeah, to tell me more about
Yeah.
it. So
'Cause-
that maybe I can understand it better. But look, I visited the Simba camp just before they stepped out of the country last night.
Yeah.
And I had an interview. I spoke to Triple C, Clytus Chama,
Yeah.
a veteran of 32 CAF Champions League matches.
Yeah. Sniper.
A man who's been to semi-finals with Zesco. I was with Sundowns when we took them out. In 2016, we went to Ndola. He also led Simba to the quarterfinals two years ago, and now he's here in the quarterfinals. So he says, they've been here since Tuesday.
Yeah.
And they've been preparing thoroughly. The coach did everything.
They could.
But he said, you see, on the day, they were just not going to be able to match Kaizer Chiefs in aerial balls.
Yeah.
He says the way Kaizer Chiefs was dealing with them aerially,
They didn't.
I think he
expect
stopped
it.
short of saying they didn't really expect it.
Yeah.
And if you checked, one of the things I was complaining about coming to this game, say Kaizer Chiefs last season,
That's how the
set
goals
plays.
came.
Aerial balls.
Yeah.
But this season, but in this particular game,
Yeah.
and I think for me, even though it was unfortunate that Dumasani Zuma got injured that early in the first half,
Yeah.
but when he stepped out, and then in came Castro. It was double trouble.
Oh yeah.
It was double trouble.
Aerial threats all
And
the way.
this time around,
Movements, yeah.
Manyama, the deliveries were spot on.
Yeah.
Parker too as well.
You'd swear they choose games, eh?
So Chama says, you know what? They dealt with us, and I think that is the weakest point of
Simba. Yeah.
Yes, that is the weakest point.
Yeah.
So, and also back in their league, I don't think they come up against teams like this.
Yeah. If I can ask, sorry, really, where was Morrison?
And Morrison, I think there was an issue with his passport.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an issue with his passport.
Yeah.
Or visa or something.
No tricks.
No. He didn't come.
Yeah.
So, but you see, I know Amakosi fans are diehard fans, but sometimes Amakosi fans, as much as yes, there have been challenges in that camp, sometimes they forget that they've got serious challenges. Even when last season they were going for the league, that and the transfer ban exposed Chiefs further. Because the team has been lacking depth for seasons now. And I feel that in this particular competition, they've punched above their weight. For me, even if Chiefs was to exit in the quarterfinal, I was like, they've done it. Now, Chiefs making the last four.
The last four.
On a season when they've signed no one. You have a Pirates that has been signing 10 players season in, season out. I don't even want to talk about Sundowns because I think their transfers bill ran over 100 million.
Jeez. My goodness.
So I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
So, sometimes as football fans, we have to be realistic.
It's true.
We have to be realistic. And I'm saying this knowing very well that Kevin Hunt is no saint. In
this whole season.
Yes.
Yeah.
So is the Kaizer Chiefs management.
Yeah.
But sometimes football fans need to be realistic.
Yeah.
That team that they have is not world beaters.
Yeah.
And they were not going to achieve much. I know that people will say, but this is the team that finished second last season. If the team was good enough, they should have won last season.
Yeah, they would have wrapped it up last season.
They would have wrapped it up because how do you give away a more than 10-point lead if you're good?
My argument again, just to add on that, I don't know whether it's the right argument. They started with supporters. That's fact.
Yeah.
Chiefs supporters.
Hey, yeah.
That's my point. My point is Chiefs supporters. Forget about Sundowns, forget about Pirates. Chiefs supporters, they make Chiefs play
better.
When they're better.
Yeah.
When they're leading a team, they keep that lead. When they're losing, their supporters can make the team come back. They're number one when the supporters are there. When there's no supporters, they lose the league. Now Gavin starts without supporters and is trying to get to the top 8 and is in CAF Champions League in quarterfinals, probably making the semi-finals. At least they must accept. They must accept that, okay, this, as you say, Gavin is not a saint in terms of the situation. He could have done better in scenarios that in maybe a selection or maybe the way they play. But at the same time, it's what you have. That's what you're going to give people to see. In training session, who perform? He plays. You understand? So, person like, what's his name? The keeper now? Is it what do you call him? The Bruma?
Bruce Vuma.
Gavin, he doesn't care. As far as you perform and you do well, he plays you. It's a big game that you expect.
But he needed him.
Yeah, Kuni. I mean, Akpeye was on the bench.
But he just
was okay.
Yeah.
You could have said, okay, let me just bring Akpeye back. But he said, no, let me stick with him. Because he has done well. Although they lost the game, the game he played, they lost the game apart from 2-2. The one against TTM, they lost. But he's still playing. Give him a chance. And the boy did very, very fantastic well. You know, and he should continue. All I'm saying that if you perform or you do well. And
I'm sure Kevin, deep down, he says, geez, why did I wait this long to play this boy?
Yeah.
Because you see,
goalkeeper coach,
a player.
Goalkeeper coach, there's some serious questions. I mean, when a team has considered
so much goals.
But really, there's some keepers that, you know, when you're in goals, you have confidence. Even the team have confidence. If Kuni is in goals and is in good shape, in terms of good shape, if he's in top form, I mean, no doubt. If Akpeye is in top shape, no doubt. But you won't talk about
But this season,
this season, there's a lot of factors. There's individual errors. You see, there's team mistakes and there's individual errors. You don't expect, okay, a player that's, I mean, a defender is defending this way, a striker is coming this way. You expect him to defend better. I'm talking about the game against.
What is it, lack of confidence?
It's a number of factors.
I mean, I understand the issue of errors. And this is I understand the issue of errors, source, because one of the problems that I have, there's also been disciplinary issues with Chiefs. There was a time where they were collecting red cards like they were going out of fashion. You know,
I remember some stage.
Exactly. Look at this young man, Blom, 2 red cards. Is there lack of leadership? Somewhere to guide him. You know, I mean, you look at the incident between Parker and Nukovic. It tells you of.
No, me I say passion there.
No,
but me I say passion. I say passion.
I think it's different.
No. There I say passion.
I think in that picture, I saw a little bit of a division within because you don't fight your teammate like that.
No.
Listen,
Kevin,
okay, let me make my point.
against
Let me make my point. I see a little bit of division within the players. We respect each other. We can tell as supporters when you're outside, when you mean something good and you're trying to reprimand me for my mistake. But when it comes in a heated tone, it shows that
there's disrespect.
There's disrespect in a way, because Parker wouldn't have done what he did to Nukovic. So knowing Parker, he would have approached this situation a little bit. Yes, we know the game, it's heated. There's no way where you're going to push your brakes, but you do understand, Velida, that okay, this is my senior, I'm a senior also. As senior players, what message are we carrying to the youngsters? What message are we putting to these youngsters?
And there's a youngster there who has to take the free kick.
Yes.
And I dare say that maybe a more focused Nobo would have taken a better free kick than that. We've seen him taking those type of free kicks.
Yes.
And when it's there and it's in those critical moments of the game, you know, you want to force a save.
Yes.
You know, put it on target. You know, but also the way these factors that were happening in front of him.
I as a youngster,
I think you know.
But for me, Mr. Vele,
knowing also
the type
of a person, Nukovic, you know, I mean, there was
Nico is a bully by nature because he's a striker.
He's a big boy.
His physical appearance tells you everything.
Kevin, you know.
So even if you're challenging him, as a player, you go there with the guard that, hey, here I might get something. So the way now things are happening at Chiefs, I think it gave birth to him to show us the aggressiveness on getting the results for Chiefs, which is what they done now with Simba. Immediately after that, they turn a leaf and then they got a good result. As supporters at this point, I'm sure they're going to go easy on the situation now or bury it and put it on the bin at this point.
And you cannot ignore the events 24 hours before that game.
Yeah, the protests.
Yeah,
you know,
protests
and
played a
also
part.
the spirit of the protest.
Yeah,
you know,
how it was received as well.
Yes, how it was well received as well.
Yeah,
and the supporters was also seeing this.
Yeah,
you know, because the videos are there. But
Mr. Vele, I would say his passion. Why I would say his passion is at training session, you have players that take set piece.
Yeah.
One, I know that for fact. No team in PSL or in the whole world that there's no player, so you can bear me witness. Yeah. These players, they stay behind training after training session. Yes. They do practice. Nokovic, maybe he's not in that session.
Yeah.
And one, Parker is a captain. And I see passion there.
Yeah.
It's happened. It happened.
It's finished.
It happened there and it's finished.
Why?
But
it's
about
2 minutes. 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago.
Adrenaline driven that, listen, I can take this one.
Yeah.
Quickly. Then you know you're not part of the four. That you say, hey, so Velila, today you are taking, and Greg, you are taking freaking. Then all of a sudden, I'll start and I put the ball there.
Does this then go back to processes? Say, we do this.
Yeah.
We know who does what.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when maybe there is no process.
There's no order.
No, there's process. That's why I can put it in order.
But now when there's no process, when there's no process,
everyone can.
You understand? You understand what I talk about?
Yeah.
I don't understand what you're saying, but in training,
finish. Greg. I have a caller on the line. Finish, Greg.
He said that at training session we practice like this.
Yes.
You're supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Go where you're supposed to be. I'm the captain. It's done.
Simple.
Yeah. 2 minutes ago, we want to. You're not there when we are practicing this thing. Yeah. Go where you are.
Yeah.
So he tried to do something. No.
Something fancy.
I think is good for a team.
Yeah.
You know, at least sometimes you need that motivation to win games.
I think he's taking authority.
Finish also. We have a call on the line. Who's joining us?
Pitso.
Hi, Pitso.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
How would you like to contribute?
Yeah, I'd like to add my 2 cents worth.
Add your 2 cents there. Add.
Make it 1 rand.
Add your 2 cents.
It's Simba here from Devon. I've realized lately that Greg's got some sort of bias towards Kaizer Chiefs. To really analyzing Chiefs.
Swisso, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Gavin,
don't very
his first coach in this country.
It's
Gavin Hunt. Need I say more?
You're sounding a bit far, but if I was in the setup at Chiefs, my analysis is that the video analysts are not doing their job.
Okay, let's listen.
If you are looking at the past 2 seasons and we are complaining that Ukambole is not scoring goals, Parker is not scoring goals, and the lights, Chiefs loses the ball from the back with those hoofing off the ball from the back. Matoho, he gets the ball from the back, he hoofs it aimlessly up front. Most of the defenders are doing that. The strikers at Chiefs are not getting supply. We need somebody at Chiefs to come in and change the style of play. And you might even get the results with the current crop of players.
Yeah. No, Swisso.
We have to come in there, Swisso.
Swisso, we have to come in there. And I think me and you will have to agree on one thing.
Definitely.
The type of football that you play is also informed by the players that you've got.
Yeah.
Right?
Resources.
I don't know.
No.
You can't make a cake without eggs.
The type of football.
Wait. No, you know what I'm saying there?
No. The type of football that you play, because the football that is played now, it maybe is even slightly better than the football that was played last season.
No, guys.
No.
Fiso, it's facts.
No,
These are facts.
understand
It's
what
a
you're
fact.
saying.
No.
Fiso,
You see, Fiso.
Yeah.
Fiso is the type of a Chiefs fan that I was describing, who are in denial, and who will defend their team and expect their team to perform miracles when their team doesn't have proper resources.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
You see, if this was Pirates or Sundowns that was playing this type of football,
Yeah,
Chiefs
now
is
you
playing,
can say.
then I was going to have a problem.
Yeah.
Because they've got
All the resources.
the resources.
Yeah.
But Chiefs,
No
Chiefs.
resources.
The same place. They won't play worse, as you say. Last
No.
Let Fiso finish, Fiso. We have another call on the line. Finish, Fiso.
But my point here is, okay, I'll just sum it all up.
Yeah,
because
please.
Chiefs' season has been a disaster. When you are a coach and you agree on taking an assignment, firstly, you've seen the resources that team has got. Secondly, a coach's responsibility is to improve on whatever he finds
Within
at the team. And let's be honest, guys. Kevin Hunt has taken that team from second position. And where are we sitting right now?
No, but Fiso, that's second position. That's second position. You finished second position because there were no fans.
Oh, there we go, Greg.
You started with you on the stadium and all those stuff. But I mean, if you can lose the league at 30 minutes or
10 minutes.
10 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And I mean, remember there was no Champions League last season. And this season you're playing Champions League, which I mean, if you ask any Chiefs supporter where you are now, I mean, going to the semi-finals, I mean, you can give credit. You can give credit to the team. I mean, they did well without signing any player.
Greg, we've seen
wrap it up, Fiso.
Lose games in 10, 15 minutes. That's true.
Yeah.
And we lost the whole season in 10 minutes. You are correct there.
Yeah.
I disagree that you lost in 10 minutes.
You lost it in the bubble.
No, even before the bubble.
With the same crop of players that ended up in second position, where are we sitting right now?
Because you guys started, they started with you guys in the stadium. You guys were supporting them in the stadium. They were winning games. They were drawing games. After you guys left, they went to the bubble. They couldn't do anything.
Fiso, wrap it up. Thank you, Fiso. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna take another one. Okay, another caller on the line. Okay, thank you for joining us. Who are we talking to?
Good evening, guys. How are you?
Good evening. How are you?
Yes.
Good. John Ntlaganipo from Joburg.
Hi, Ntlaganipo.
Yeah, man. Good evening to the gents there, and good evening to the other two gents who are not there, Comes and the other gentlemen. But I'm sure they're watching.
Yeah, definitely.
I love Greg Southfield's proper agenda of the fans. This agenda of the fans. Look, man. Let's be realistic, and I'm just going to parallel my opinions to what Uput Velila was saying.
Yeah.
If you have quality in your team, right, whether they're fans or not, it's going to show.
Correct.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Look, come on. I'm not going to deny the 12th man. You know, the 12th man played a huge factor, but Velila, I think what Velila was trying to say, and I'm going to put it bluntly, we have B+ players.
Average.
We have B+ players. Right? We have B+ players which won't perform to the best of their capabilities, and I mean no disrespect to them. You know, so now we find ourselves here with B+ players, and as Kaizer Chiefs fans, we expect them to perform with Sundowns. We can't match Sundowns pound for pound. Even Pirates, we can't match them. So we really are not being realistic here with what we have.
Yeah.
So with what we have really outperformed my expectations. Guys, we are literally in the semi-finals. I know, I mean, technically you have to play, but we are literally in the semi-final of the CAF Champions League. With this crop of players we have, it's never going to happen again.
You're surprised?
It's definitely not going to happen again. And I lastly, touching on the game specifically. Look, no one was expecting this. I don't know, the odds makers. Journalists, no one, the fans, no one was okay. Optimistically, I was hoping we could win, but realistically, I thought the best we could get away with was a draw.
Yeah.
You know, so 4-0
Hey, 1 foot in there.
For the seller's point there.
An interesting fact is that I think Simba hasn't conceded 4 goals. The last time they conceded 4 goals was against TP Mazembe in 2019.
Yeah.
No. True. All right, thank you, Pitso.
And it could have been more.
Yeah, could have.
Apologies. Sorry,
Short
Tlax.
legs, short
Thank you, Tlax.
Thanks.
Thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a great night. Thank you.
Sharp.
God bless.
Whew. He's realistic.
But I want to go back to my point. Coach Kevin feels the PSL and the Champions League are 2 different competitions. That I agree.
Yeah.
But it's where he feels that there's this word, man. Remind me, there's this word in describing this. He talks about how that competition is.
Oh yeah.
And compared to here.
From
Yes.
what I picked up, he said big teams in this competition, they do basics well. I hope I'm following you.
No, but now in the difference.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
says there is slower.
Yes, it's much slower than the PSL.
And it's organized.
Yeah.
Speed, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
He says,
Tactical.
and in what?
Players
In
run
not so
faster
many
than the
words,
ball in the PSL.
He talks about the quality.
Yeah.
He says there's more quality that side. Compared to here. But the results are not coming.
Yeah.
What is behind that?
Okay. From my side, I think what influences that or what informs that, it's a level of technicality that he foresees when he's there. There's less running with the ball there. There's more about organization, and also it's result driven. When we do game management, we manage games in proper areas. When we dispossess the ball, we possess the ball also on the right areas. It's not about having the ball on the wrong side of the pitch. You have to know where you are and how do you apply and how do you plan from your build-up play. It starts from the keeper to your center, to your back line, to the middle, up to the striker. So in this competition, everything is mapped up for you to see. Just like to make just to take a point from Sundowns and then Al-Ahly yesterday, you could see that the goal was coming. The way the play was so direct, or the way they build up, or how they exploit and see spaces in the right key moments. So now when it comes to PSL, you find that the simplest of basics on how to cross the ball, whether it's near post or far post, or you drag it back for the incoming midfielder to finish up, those principles are not applied. We don't know. It's because we spoke about this the other day with Tim, where we said in South Africa, it's so common that you find that 3 players can mark 1 player, and then they can still recover the ball. And now when you start looking at it, you're like, okay, if this player was smart enough to play 1 touch and then switch on the empty space, that's not overload. Now you don't find that in Africa, because in Africa it's more about tactical work. They seize the spaces and they make use of those spaces. You neglect those spaces, they use them. The same with Sundowns. Morena was the one that was supposed to hold Pitso's team back by not enforcing on the wing, because their game was more demanding on the wings. They cross more than attacking central. So Morena was trying to, by means of not allowing Al-Ahly to attack on the wing with Modiba, they offered them the license to be more offensive. But that worked against them, because Pitso bypassed their high press, because he knew there was going to be Shaulile who's quick, there's Serino who's quick, and then there's Matupa there. So immediately when they lose the ball, Al-Ahly, they will immediately press. But what Al-Ahly did, because Pitso know them that they've got speed and Shaulile can press you, then what they did, they didn't want to play at the back. They needed one in the middle, longer to the empty space, because now Morena is already there.
Alio Dieng deeper.
Yes.
And Alio Dieng was
the one that was securing as a pivot to balance play, switching from left to right. So because knowing that these 2 inverted fullbacks are always gonna go forward, and when they go forward, they will leave gaps behind. So what do? You quickly dispossess the ball and play into those empty spaces, because the recovery is very slow.
And the striker of Al-Ahly was occupying the 2 center back of Sundowns.
No, keep
Yeah,
going,
you know,
Greg.
the striker of Al-Ali, you see what he did, even with the first goal, he was occupying the two centre backs.
Yeah.
And with Pitso knowing that these two centre backs are left-footed player, he stay in between them. So you need to tackle.
Like it was a game of
So
tactics.
you need to tackle your
It's a
awkward
chess game.
because you cannot. Both of them cannot tackle with the right foot.
Yeah.
They need to tackle with the left foot, and which is awkward for them. So you don't want to stay with one. If you try to mark him, you stay in between. Even with the goal,
Yeah.
you see where Sundowns defense were they too deep, close to the 6-yard box.
Yeah.
So it was difficult, you know. And Yango, before he realized, you know, I mean, that was a good, as we say, technically, you know, in Champions League, you know, those players, you know, they're too good. So before Yango realized, in PSL, Yango can take 2 steps and take that ball out.
Yeah.
He's the best, man.
Fine margins.
Keeping 14 clean sheets.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. You know, you cannot buy that from the shop price. So he's one of the best keeper. He's not allowed to make mistake.
Yeah.
But he's once in a while.
But did he deserve a red card?
In that situation?
Yeah. There was a kick earlier.
Yeah, I think that
was a
on the ref. We give it our ref. We know the ref we're talking about. That's a red card. That's a straight red.
Victor Gomez.
Maybe to what we were discussing earlier about these complaints. In hindsight, even though I've not changed my stance, the North African leagues have got VAR.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
we're not there yet.
They've become so used to that every controversial decision will be resolved by
the VAR.
By VAR. Yeah.
And CAF had even contemplated coming with a VAR
in the quarters.
In the quarterfinals. Yeah. They were working on it.
Yeah.
I think even in the Southern Stadia they tried to check the implementation of it. But I think they were going to face a challenge where maybe the other stadia of the teams that have qualified that are not going to suit. You know, but there was, I think, in the semifinals. Surely it was going to be
there was something. All right, we have a caller on the line. Thank you for holding. Who's joining us?
It's Jackson Mutina.
Hi, how are you, sir?
Jackson Mutina.
I'm all good. From my following since I've been watching football, I think I was 7 years old in 2007. So what I found interesting is that the squad composition to win cups, to win the league, and to win CAF.
Yeah.
In South Africa, they are different.
Yeah.
It's hard to have a squad composition that can get you cups, the league, and the CAF in one season. That means a treble. Pitso was so close to cracking that he only got the PSL and the CAF, if my memory serves me well.
Yes.
And the other thing that informs you doing well, I think, is the opportunity. Pirates did well. They had mobile players. Close Rolela played. They pushed. We then followed as Kaizer Chiefs. Then following season, we had tall players at the back. We had Nkata. He's physical, but then the aerial strength is not his progress.
Yeah.
Now, Devin Hunt has almost like a mixture, and also there's some coincidence in the team that we face. Should we get a team like Al Ahly or Wydad, which can deal with aerial balls, I feel like we wouldn't have gotten 4 goals.
Yeah.
We had a Simba, which influenced our play, and it was effectively well during that last game.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between the Baxter Chiefs and the Devin Hunt Chiefs? Is, for me, in the attack. You
the
have
transition.
Saka as the 9 or the 10 joining Nkata. Now you have 2 double strikers who are more effective in the air.
Yeah.
And if now you have that balance also at the back where you have Mato who has always been there. And now they complement each other from the back until the attack. Which I found now, you can go as far as you want, but it will be limited on the oppositions that you face.
Yeah.
I feel like Wydad can be the team that can stop us for now.
Yeah. Let's hope it doesn't get there.
For now, because the composition. Pardon?
No, continue.
And you're likely to get with
got the composition to thrive in CAF. Going to the PSL, our transfer window should be the best because we know where to get things right.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
My man.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something?
Okay. I think I'm listening.
Yeah, I think your transfer window is going to be one of the maybe not one of the best, but one of the most better ones
in recent times.
in recent times.
Hope that pleases you.
You must know that you're sitting on 8 and counting now.
8 players, quality.
And the
That's
good,
a scoop right there.
and a good thing, I know with Gavin. Gavin definitely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Definitely get a left center back, because you see Cardoso is struggling in that position. Not that he's struggling, it's his own doing, because he has to play there. He has to occupy. He tried in the midfield. Now they need to play him. I'm told he need to adjust. You know, when you're a right center back trying to play left center position, it's very difficult. All your balls are going in swing.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna play diagonal ball. The right winger will not ever get, except the left, like Zulu. He's the only one that can play diagonal ball to the right side, and which is difficult for him. You want to play 1-2 here, so it's difficult. You always have that center back that is okay. He can play both sides. He can play, and he can play long one and he can play short one. But at the end of the day, I just feel like, Kaizer Chiefs, for me, the games they have been playing before, the delivery was there, but they were not converting their chances.
Yeah.
Even when they play Pirates in the cup games, they were having a lot of chances.
Yeah.
But just the moment against Simba, the right time, things were just going. Because with the Nokovic goal, I mean, check the distance where he hit the ball. Some keepers, you can save that. But I mean, the delivery of the ball and the connection, you can see everything just went well for them, and they could have been more. It could have been more. It could have been 5 or 6.
Could have been more. Yeah. But Gavin said this. He said the differences with the North African teams. And he pointed to the goals that they conceded against Wydad.
Yeah.
He said, look at the crosses.
Yeah.
The quality of the crosses.
Yeah.
And also how they were punished with their mistakes as well.
Yeah.
So he's under no illusions that when they get a North African team, their limitations are going to be exposed as well.
Yeah.
But if you check, they had a team from Cameroon, they had a team from Angola, they had a team from Guinea, and now they've got a team from Tanzania. You understand?
Yeah.
They are able to stand up to them.
Yeah.
With all their challenges.
Physically. True.
With all their challenges.
True.
So I guess it goes back to that.
Yeah. All right. We have a special guest for you today. We are now joined by the Brand Arc chairman, Mr. Tato Matuka. Welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for. I don't know if I'm a chairman yet. But, I'm getting there.
You're getting there.
Yeah, no, I see. We see your transfer window was started earlier.
We see the
top signings early.
Yeah. No, I must also greet the lads in the studio.
Yeah.
So.
Early. God bless.
Good evening, gents.
Good evening.
Yes.
Good evening. We know you very well. You represent players like Tabiso Monyane from Orlando Pirates. So can you please give us a bit about Brand Arc Sport?
Yeah, look, Brand Arc Sport is a fairly new agency, but we've got our mother body. I think it's called Brand Arc. So Brand Arc Sports is a sister company to Brand Arc. So we are not new to talent management space. I think we just diversified to managing sports personalities.
Yeah.
So from a sports perspective, I mean, it's a sports marketing and management agency. Our offering is mainly, we do PR and branding.
Yeah.
We do representation from transfers and negotiation.
Yeah.
We do give our clients legal advice and finance advice. And we are trying to play in the local space and also break through the continent,
Yeah.
We actually want to call ourselves Brand Arc Africa.
We
want to go beyond the border.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And I think recently we've shown signs of breaking the border.
Yeah. Now, can you please give us more on the player you just signed, Louis Mackison, the Mozambican?
Luis is a very, very special player. Luis was recommended to, well, I've watched him a couple of times, but there's a chap called Mano Mano. I don't know if you remember Mano from
Yes.
Cosmos.
Yeah.
Mano used to play for Cosmos and Menin Rangers. So I've got a special friend called Bamuza Sono. So the link was from Bamuza to Mano. And then Mano Mano was always telling me about this Luis chap. And I watched him a couple of times and I was very impressed. Actually, as I talk about him, he reminds me of Soso. I played against Soso a couple of times. And Soso was a very tough opponent.
Yeah.
So Luis actually reminds me of Soso, you know.
Yeah.
The only difference is Sosibo has good defensive qualities, you know.
Yeah.
But there's a room for improvement. The boy will improve.
Yeah.
I'll take him
But
under
he's
my
a
wing.
quality, nippy, left-footed player.
Yeah.
Technically very good.
Yeah.
He takes a good shot. He can shoot from any angle. Can play on both wings. He's a number 10. So yeah, we are very excited with this acquisition.
Yeah. Are we gonna see him in the PSL soon, or I'm jumping the gun?
What are the plans? The right question, Tato, is what are the
I'm
plans?
hearing Velile mentioning a club that is signing or that has already
signed
I don't know if
8
they've already
players.
signed 8 or they are signing 8 or 9. So hopefully we are on their list.
Yeah.
If not, I mean, look, the boy is quality.
Yeah.
We are open to a big team locally, but our intention is to take him overseas.
I understand that Coach Jingles is sold when it comes to him. He's an admirer. And interestingly, they are arriving tomorrow morning, very early in the morning.
But I believe in you. I believe in everything that you say, and I'm flattered.
All right. That was Tato Maduka. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dad. Look.
Yeah.
Look, sorry. Pitso, remember, maybe Pitso didn't give him a chance
Yeah.
at Sundowns.
Yeah.
And I watched him. They were playing for it. There's a team, man. There's a team that was playing. I just forgot the name of the team from Mozambique.
Yeah.
But they were playing against. Is it Songo? Yeah, maybe. But they were playing against Platinum Stars.
Yeah.
Like in the KEF Confed, Kevin Johnson's team. And hey, man, I remember Sundowns had sent a scout. Who did they send? They sent Malombo Lichaba.
Yeah.
You know, Sundowns sent a scout. They sent Malombo Lichaba. Then from there, they signed the player. But he never played under Pitso at Sundowns. He went to Chipa on loan, went to Royal Eagles on loan.
Yeah.
You know, but in Tanzania, especially Simba has been a revelation, especially in this season's Champions League. But you know, I know Coach Pitso's type
Of players.
type of players, but also when he scouts, he doesn't just look now on instant performances.
Yeah.
They follow you,
through,
you know, and then they follow, and then they see if is this going to be consistency or this was just instant. But with Luis, you can see the quality.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about the pockets he plays in the pockets. You know, and I was saying this to a friend. Was a big Ali fan.
Yeah.
In Egypt. Pitso's current Ali lacks a type of a Pitso. A Pitso team always has a player who will give you a surprise element. It will have a billiard, it will have a Tico, it will have a Mshishi, it will have a Serino, there will be that Tau. I've watched this Ali team. Their last 6-7 matches, even in their league. You know, he lacks those type of players. And even in Egypt, they know that. I understand that this coming window is going to be a big window for signing players for Ali. And he needs at least 2 to 3 players
Yeah.
who are going to give him that surprise element.
Quality players.
Yeah.
All right,
Players
before
with
we
individual brilliance.
And Lewis
Okay.
fits that.
Louis Mackison. Okay, before we move on to Orlando Pirates, we have a caller. You wanted to talk Orlando Pirates, sir?
Yes, Thobela ka ke Jimmy ka mo botoko ka.
Hey, Thobela Jim. We know about the Pirates again.
Yeah,
And
ke go bolela ka team ya Pirates le versus ba ka Sunday.
hey,
Na re magaditse ke coach ra rena. Re ba ka president mo era ka president ka mo ba o na no bisele ne era ka president ka mo Orlando. O ja di striker ka mo ka di ya bench. O defender bjano o fana le second leg o e high re se game o go re 3-0 re tlo re lotsa mare second leg re win 3-0
yeah,
o tsentsa di striker in 11 minutes
yeah.
le nna Pirates le ba ka mpike ba re ke khutse ba re man lo motho e ke le bele ke nna ana you don't have a plan B, you have a plan A. Man. You can put all your strikers in the benches and bring them in 11 minutes. But you know, next week we're going to second leg, we're going away.
Yeah.
I don't think our coach will come back, man.
So,
I know.
For him to go home. And we thank him for winning 19-8.
Yeah.
He's not taking us anywhere, man. It's stressing us too much, man. And you see the plan for Pirates, man.
Yeah.
The plan, like the old Pirates players. These players nowadays,
Yeah.
they don't play for the badges, man. They play for the money. They don't care. Look, yesterday we throw 1-1.
Yeah.
After we throw 1-1, we check in the Instagram. Lots of Pirates players. They don't care, man. As we don't eat at home, man. We suffering. We will be as a test. Those Pirates players, they must respect the badges. They go to Pirates. It's like me and you, when we wake up in the morning, go to work,
Yeah.
you do your job properly. The bosses are happy. Those guys are not, that doesn't care, man. They go to play, he makes the goal, he holds the head, for what? These players they must come, man. They must respect the practice. We don't now, we can't eat, man.
Eat, boss. You need to eat.
The goalkeeper, you know,
Yeah.
you see, that team you are taking, the goalkeeper go out, but you know he can touch the ball. After that, he holds the head forward, man. That's maybe must retire.
Yeah.
And the coach maybe just leave us in peace, man. He don't have a plan B, man.
Yeah.
He's stressing every day, every game he plays, we hold in the hand. Maybe because we are not in the stadium.
Yeah.
Because, we don't care about the supporters. But they must respect the fans and the supporters, man. We love this team, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
No,
Now
Rale.
we go into Africa second leg. You think they will come back?
I say.
They'll come back.
Yeah. No, Rale Bochantat.
Trouble, come back.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Dad.
That's why.
Yeah. Let's break down that match.
No. You see, for me, Sauce, Greg, you've played at that level for a very long time.
Yeah.
I'm tired of coming here and saying the same thing. And this is what he was also talking about.
Yeah.
And I was also not convinced in the post-match presser. Coach was asked about this. The way he responded, I just don't understand. Sometimes we feel like, okay, maybe it was his first CAF confed. He doesn't understand. But they must tell him, African football, you need a number 9.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Big number 9.
Yes.
And
they have.
They have.
Yeah.
Yesterday, okay, was not there. There's Myango at least.
At the bench.
Somebody who's going to lead the line. Make the
Point of reference.
no false 9. Have conferred Champions League
No.
Too organized.
against a defense that had to produce 6 clean sheets before the game that you played.
Yeah.
You look at their striker, Ben Malango, big number 9.
Yeah.
Big.
Raheem.
You look at how even the fortunes of Sundowns have turned this season.
Yeah.
Sundowns offensively they are better on the continent this season because they've got number 9s
Yes.
compared to the false 9s that they were using
Before.
the other season.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they can mix it. They have a big one. They have a small.
Exactly.
They have anything there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Variation.
Show me another team in the CAF Confed or CAF Champions League that is using a false number 9
None.
in African football.
None.
And no, man. No.
His concerns are valid.
Yeah, no, but
True.
I mean, the supporter. I mean, I think he raised good points. In terms
Yeah.
of the first number 9, the league, the PSL, DSTV PSL league, you can
Get away with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, because some teams they believe that he's gonna go deep into the midfield.
Yeah.
They don't want to go with him. But when you play in Confederations Cup,
Yeah.
you always have these big defenders.
Yeah.
Back in this first number 9, there's nobody.
There's nobody there.
He's just feel like there's nobody there. But if you have someone, exactly going back to Alali game, you saw the Alali number 9 occupying Nasimanto and was Lebusa. Because you have someone, you need to get someone. You're going around all over the whole pitch without somebody occupying the 2 center back. It's all center backs want that. They want that. Because you need someone that can back up them, can play off the ball. Nokovic is always going to be a problem when you play Champions League.
Yeah.
So, with Pirates, I think they need that.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not available yesterday, but you have Mango there. Mango he has been your top scorer
International.
for last season. I mean, top scorer for the league last season. You play him. You say he was injured before the beginning of the season, but he's back now. I mean, he's fit. If you can bring him on, or if he can stay on the bench, he needs to start him and take him out.
Greg, Mango playing for Malawi has scored against Morocco. Same players.
Yeah.
So I feel for yesterday,
Yeah.
for yesterday was just and you can see Raja.
Yeah.
They were just coming to get a goal.
Yeah, they're happy with the point.
After immediately they scored
They're clever.
the one goal. They're happy with the draw.
goal. Well, immediately they scored that goal. They start their normal, not African thing.
Delay
tactics, complain for everything, shout for every tackle. And now he's getting to Pirate players' head. Now they start arguing with the official. They want that. They want that. And you see, going to the second leg, Pirate, okay, I mean, they haven't considered in a away game, but they need to score. Or they keep a clean sheet. If they can keep a clean sheet with that defense, I think it's good to go for them.
But they're done.
Point 1.
In or out?
No, with their form in terms of the Confederations Cup, if you compare what they have done away in Ghana,
I'm saying, are they in or out?
No, it's gonna be difficult. I'll just say it's gonna be difficult.
Paris should not consider that.
Let go.
The fact that for me,
I'm coming to you, so I see you.
The fact that for me, it's not even a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an away goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can just defend there.
It's advantage Raja for me.
Yeah.
But they can keep a clean sheet with their past record. I'm just saying.
It's going to be highly
A clean sheet
important.
also means they're out.
Yeah.
Because Raja has got an away goal.
But
Because they scored.
They have to score.
They need to use 2 strikers to score. I will
But
hope
why leave
Mabasa.
it so late?
That's the thing. That's what you're saying.
why
And you're
leave
playing
it
at
so
home.
late? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. Break it down, so
I mean,
so that we can wrap up quickly.
number 1, this is the only opportunity that Pirates could have actually brought themselves back to the big boys, playing on the KEF,
Yeah.
where Sundowns and Chiefs are.
Yeah.
And in the league, they are not looking so comfortable, and then they're not going to make it anyway. So this is the only chance that they have. Now, based on the experience, they do know that majority of the team are using number 9.
Yeah.
I fail to understand why would the coach wants to play a false 9. It's good in a way in a combination play, but again, you look in the past matches, whenever they play with a false 9, there's never crosses in the box.
Yeah.
Because they always try and play the combination
there's no
play.
one.
Yeah.
There's no one in the box. So now what does this do? It offers center backs to manage the game proper in finding the pockets and trying to break the lines. So how do they break the lines? Because you got nobody pressing.
Yeah.
So even if you offer counter
No
press,
pressure, nothing.
even if you offer counter press, but remember, you've got nobody that is keeping the 2 center backs busy.
Yeah.
If you are going to commit higher, that means you're leaving spaces behind you.
Yeah.
So once you leave spaces behind you, and when they are playing with the number 9, it's easier for them because they're going to use it as a point of reference. As you saw how Raja played.
Yeah.
Raja just wanted to hit the ball up and hold it and secure it, knowing very well that they're going to unsettle Orlando Pirates. But when Orlando Pirates gets the ball, they will actually possess the ball on their own half, knowing very well that Raja, if they get a goal, that was sealed for them, because they're not going to come back when they go to Raja.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be a whole lot of tactics that will be there,
Yeah.
and they're going to intimidate them when they are
Yeah.
there. When they started by being at home and started yawning and moaning and complaining for everything like this, Once they get one goal, another one will come. And be sure that most of the decision will go for Raja.
Yeah.
They failed themselves to actually to take a lead. I felt that Raja at this point was beatable by Orlando Pirates.
Yeah.
Should the right tactics were applied, should they have used the number 9, they were going to have it difficult, because you could see some of those players for Raja, they were a little bit heavy at the back.
Yeah.
They could have managed them. Yes, you have the speed, but where are you using your speed?
Yeah.
You're using on a side, and then once you get over, you get to the bar line, you don't have to cross.
You can't cross
You're
now.
cutting back for who? You're cutting back for Monaro, who's trying to reinforce in the middle. They are not
And then
pushing
they-
too hard
they
because
regroup,
they are guiding
they
against being
organize.
hit on the counter attack.
What do you think of the number 8 for Ngoma?
Oh, top player. Top player.
The only
Now
positive-
this is the thing again. Now when we go and we talk about tactical and technical players,
Yeah.
this is when now you start seeing the small margins. We would regard them just as an ordinary player.
Yeah.
But if you look at the contribution that the player has in that team,
Yeah.
you will tell this is a player that wins us the game. But you're looking for the ones where now given
Champagne
yeah, the
passes.
one where you see like the player like Mshishi.
Yeah.
It took people a while to really understand the type of a player he is.
Yeah.
Because he's one player that is very, very good on playing in between the lines and in the half spaces.
Correct.
He's the one that makes sure that even if the defense is too tight, they will unlock it with Mshishi. Why?
Drops one shoulder.
Use it.
opens
You
the-
always use that half space.
Yeah. He
And
knows how
remember,
to use it.
When you use the half spaces very well, it means it's an exchange of position. Kemet Erasmus and Shaolile will always find themselves free to finish in the tap-ins.
Yeah.
At
Why?
the beginning of the season.
Yes.
The only
Wrap it up, Greg.
The only positive yesterday for Pirates is Lush getting game time.
Ah.
So we're just happy.
all right. Daveja, you wanted us to talk about the Glad Africa Championship. It's coming. It's going to the wire.
It's going to the wire and very interesting. And I think we saw the results this weekend. I mean,
Yes.
I think-
Royal AM.
yeah, I mean, that game, if you check Royal AM against Amatax, I think around 90th minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to jump to check. But around 90th minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact, I think it was the first Eric minute had been played.
Yeah. First one. The free
It
kick.
was 1-0. Amatax
We're leading
We're
1-0.
leading.
were leading.
Yeah.
Free kick.
The Paris boy.
Lipoko.
Lipoko.
Yeah. Free kick. Nice
Free kick,
one.
nice
Then-
one.
And then again,
2-1.
Two
you know, so then things change. And also, if you look at the results of Richards Bay as well,
Yeah.
Richards Bay has dropped points in the last 2 or 3 matches.
Yeah.
Because they were in pole position at some stage.
Yeah.
I think 2 games away. At some stage, they were 4 points ahead.
Yeah.
You know, so I hear people now saying Royal AM just needs a point.
Yeah. It's not that simple. Break it down, Veja. Break it down.
So tomorrow there's a case.
Yeah.
Arbitration.
Yeah.
Hearing. So what happened is that at the beginning of this year, first weekend of the year,
Yeah.
on the 2nd, Sekhukhune played against Polokwane
Yeah.
away, and Polokwane won the game 1-0.
Yeah.
But Sekhukhune had played the game under protest
Yeah.
because Polokwane didn't have the adequate number of under 23 players.
Yeah.
First week of the league. And that coach at Polokwane,
The coach who was at Polokwane now coaching Sekhukhune had the info.
so there was first
He knows this is the team sheet. Okay.
change. Okay, you keep it. I'm here now.
But the issue is now, this was at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Why wait this long?
Hey.
You understand?
It's like an ace in
To
your
resolve the
sleeves.
case. So, okay, the case was resolved recently at the PSL DC level.
Yeah.
But they only expunged the points
Yeah.
from Polokwane City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But didn't award them
To the opponent.
to
the
Sekhukhune,
protest.
So they need it
who
now.
had protested,
Yes.
right?
Who played under protest.
Now Sekhukhune is saying, no, but these are our points.
We need it now.
Yeah.
You understand? We protested.
What does the law say?
You know? So I spoke to PSL prosecutor Nande Becker today,
Yeah.
and I was saying to him, "Can you give me a similar case to this
Yeah.
one, and what would have happened?"
Precedents.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he says to me, there was a case recently, I think last week, between Cosmos and
TS Sporting.
and TS Sporting. And in that case, I think it's a senior counsel advocate Nazir Kasim refused to give points, or in fact, Cosmos were just found guilty on some technicality on something that not really related. Numbers, yes. So it's interesting what precedents
Yeah. Will be followed.
advocate Hilton Epstein SC tomorrow
Yeah.
in his award in what we'll say, because I do feel that Sekhukhune have got a strong case.
Yeah.
My only issue with this thing is why
Now.
Last season we had something similar.
Yeah.
Something happened in the second month of the season with the issue of Mbombela. But it was resolved even when the season was finished. TS Sporting had been relegated. They had to come back.
Yeah, they had to come back. I remember.
You know, because these ones had to be relegated. Mbombela, you know. So for me, I think seriously, the PSL is a prosecution office, it's legal department. They really have to look in this thing.
Yeah.
It's not painting them
in a good light.
In a good light.
Yeah.
Thing. You know, it's you can't leave these matters.
Yeah.
Because now it will come as if Sekhukhune wants to win promotion in the boardroom.
Yeah.
Yet legally they've got a serious case.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's true.
So
this happened in the first week. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, this kind of scenario, you know, it normally happen, you know, because the coach was Polokwane City coach, and now it's in the other end. And
Sabotage.
I was there. I know what happened.
But also, look. You will accuse and say people are playing football in the boardroom.
Yeah.
But there are rules.
Yeah, rules. Yeah.
And rules have to be respected.
True,
and that's
true,
why
true.
we always talk about good governance.
Yeah.
We talk about good administration.
Yeah.
World-class administration. You know, because if you don't have people who understand the importance of adhering to the rules, you know, because Rule 32.5 of the NSL handbook is very clear on this. You know. So here I just feel that it's going to be very interesting, because should they get the points tomorrow, they go top.
It's a game changer.
Because they've got a better goal difference.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah.
So should they win the case, they get the points with a single goal
advantage.
Yeah. Right? And then they go to the weekend.
Two goals.
No. In fact, it's more than 2 goals. I don't know. I'm talking about the case.
Yeah,
right?
depending on the case.
Yes.
Yeah. The outcome of the case.
Yeah, outcome of the case. So then they go to the weekend. But I still do feel Sekhukhune have got a tougher team.
Yeah, with JDR.
Yeah.
JDR is contesting a playoff spot. And
so they won't make it easy.
They won't make it easy.
Yeah.
Even though JDR also needs other teams to drop points
for them to
be champions. But also as compared to Royal AM is playing against a team that is not chasing promotion.
Nothing. They are safe
from relegation.
Yeah.
But for me, this NF Glad African Championship this year is one of the toughest and exciting one we have ever seen. And I just feel sorry for any team that is coming from the DSTV Premiership going for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because you have, other AM, you have Sekhukhune, you have TS Sporting, you have Richards Bay, don't forget Free State Stars and JDR. Depends on the result. So now you're talking about strong teams, and the coaches that are coaching those teams are experienced coaches that once coach the Premiership. So if you are in the second to last in the DSTV Premiership, and you're thinking that no, if I go to the playoffs, I'm going to survive. Think again.
Forget it.
Think again.
I see Bizana Pondo is
they are already there. They are there. They're just looking for second. Okay, between Cape Town Spurs and Steenbeek, one of them have to go. But Cape Town team, one of them this season, in the 4 teams there, they didn't do well. You know, the only team there is Cape Imoya that did very well. You know, with the signing of Keith and all.
Changing positions also.
Guys.
All right,
you know what we're talking about. You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So you've got Sekukune.
Yeah.
You've got Tia Sporting.
Yeah.
You've got Richards Bay.
Yeah.
You've got Free State Stars.
Yeah.
You've got JDR.
Yeah.
All those teams,
44.
including Royal Aim for that matter.
Yeah, you should the outcome of the case. Be
So
favorable.
yes, so all those teams are chasing 2 spots for the playoff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, this is
tight.
Very, very.
And when you look at the fixtures, sure.
Ayo.
The only easy.
Richards Bay was going to get the 3 points at home
Against Steenbeck.
Steenbeck.
No, Steenbeck is they want to escape relegation. It's 2. Don't forget, 2 automatically go
They're
down.
14th.
2 automatically go down, and they are there.
Them and
with,
Cape Town Spurs
Spurs.
have 13.
So now they need to escape.
Yeah.
You remember they played 1-1. The last game they played against JDR was 1-1. So
that one.
we see them next week Monday.
but Fidel, before you close, it's the relegation mess. Also in the PSL.
No. Yeah.
Who's going down?
Tomorrow there are some critical fixtures.
Yeah.
Crucial fixtures that we have to look at.
From 11. If you're looking from number 11, it's tough.
No, the Stellenbosch one against Swallows.
Stellenbosch Swallows.
That's
good man's pan.
I feel that Stellenbosch. Okay, I'm cheaper biased as well.
Hey, the Eastern Cape is your support.
Yeah, but I feel that Stellenbosch.
Yeah.
If they don't pick up points tomorrow,
they'll be
in
a difficult situation.
Very difficult position.
Because their next game they're playing Galaxy.
They're playing Galaxy, and then they go to Durban.
Yeah.
Galaxy wants
to Arrows.
Oh, Arrows.
Hey. And Arrows wants that cap spot.
Yes.
But how come Stellenbosch?
And TS Galaxy want
top 8.
Top 8 position.
Yes, top 8. How come what, Greg? Before we wrap?
Now Stellenbosch, where they are before in top 8, all of a sudden, and I don't know.
Yeah,
and they have quality.
It's playing young stars.
Quality.
No experience.
But missing chances like that. Now you want to blame the coach. Empty net.
Inexperience.
Yeah. But I also feel that cheaper if they don't win tomorrow at home against Celtic.
It's over.
But Celtic are good
not
traveler.
really over because there's Chakuma. Then they close at home against Supersport. Supersport is blowing hot and cold.
Yeah, Supersport has nothing to lose.
But
They just want top 8.
Chakuma one is going to be the big one.
The 6 point.
Yeah.
I also feel that it's one of the most interesting battle at the bottom this year because you start looking from number 11.
Yeah.
It never happened like that before. We'll always look at maybe from 14, 15, 16 down.
Yeah.
Now to start all the way to 11.
Chiefs is also there.
No. Chiefs is top 8.
I feel that Celtic could be sucked into this
with the game tomorrow.
They have cheaper tomorrow.
Yeah. Tough.
So they are in 28 points.
And after cheaper, they have Sundowns. But Sundowns, that could happen that they play that game with Sundowns. So Sundowns, they having already won the league.
Yeah.
Against Swallows. But with Sundowns, we know, even though you play the second string,
it's still Sundowns.
It could happen that come the 5th, they play against the team that has already been relegated.
Oh, yeah.
Black Leopards.
Yeah.
Eesh.
All right.
That day has come for Leopard.
Okay, officially 90 minutes, an hour and a half of talking of solid quality from the gentleman. I'm Fidel. You don't have to see me. Just don't worry. I'm handsome. Don't worry. I'm fine. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you, Soso. Thank you, Velile. Thank you, Lisedi. And all the voice notes, all the calls that came in, and you on YouTube for contributing. Thank you so much. See you next time right here on Front Runner Sport.
Cheers.